Hello, welcome back to our channel. Let's jump straight into episode 6 of our Shadow Slave Explainer, Confronting the Tyrant, because honestly, things are looking unbelievably grim right now. I mean, picture this. You're suddenly dropped into this bleak, freezing nightmare and you are staring dead in the eyes of a mountain king. Now, as we know, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill monster. This is a tyrant of the absolute highest category. Usually you need an awakened warrior like 2 or 3 ranks higher than the beast just to survive. And our guy Sunny? Yeah, he's exactly none of those things. But somehow, he has to find a way to survive this literal impossible nightmare.
And just to paint a picture of how outclassed they are, this beast isn't even really fighting. It's just slaughtering, almost casually. It reaches down, picks up a chained slave, and just tears the poor guy in half with a single crushing bite. And the most chilling part? It just chews, with these 5 indifferent milky eyes staring off into the distance. It's an absolute massacre. At one point, this brave soldier charges in, trying to land a strike while the monster is eating. What does the tyrant do? It casually extends one of its lower arms, catches the soldier's head in this iron grip, and just pops his skull like a grape. Doesn't even look down as it tosses the headless body straight off the cliff. Just, wow.
Now, seeing something like that breaks a person. And this beautifully illustrates the massive divide between a normal human, like Benny, and Sunny. Benny's reaction? Completely understandable. He doubles over, vomiting violently into the snow, absolutely paralyzed by terror. But Sunny? Sunny is just unnervingly calm. While everyone else is completely losing their minds, he's just standing there, pensively observing this thing. He's running through this cold, calculated internal monologue. He realizes, okay, I have no special powers, no army to back me up, and absolutely nothing resembling a weapon that could even scratch this beast. But right as Sunny is sizing up his literally 0 chances of survival, there's a distraction. This bright flash streaks across the dark, moonless sky. It's that young, heroic soldier, the one who actually liberated Sunny earlier. He hurls a burning piece of wood straight at the monster's arm, sparks raining down everywhere, and just screams at the top of his lungs, "Face me, devil!" Now, is it foolish bravado? Oh, 100%. But it gives Sunny exactly what he needs right in that split second. An opening. A critical distraction to actually set a crazy plan into motion.
Because Sunny knows, right? He knows there's 0 chance he defeats the Mountain King with his bare hands. So he has this brilliant realization. He thinks, well, since I can't do the bastard in myself, let's make gravity do it for me. It is such a smart pivot. If you can't overpower a force of nature, you use a bigger force of nature against it. And his eyes instantly lock onto this massive, heavy wagon that's perched just dangerously close to the edge of the stone platform, right near the drop-off.
Instantly, Sunny snaps into total leadership mode. He grabs Benny and Frazier and barks out these 3 super simple instructions. Step 1, reach the wagon. Step 2, and this is absolutely crucial, remove the 2 massive wooden wedges that are blocking its rear wheels. And step 3, push it towards the cliff edge the exact second he gives the command. Now Benny is just dumbfounded, looking at Sunny like he's completely lost his mind. But Frazier points out that, hey, sometimes the gods favor the mad. So reluctantly, they agree to trust him.
Meanwhile, time is absolutely of the essence. Just a few feet away, this intense, completely lopsided battle is raging. You've got the young soldier, armed with just mundane weapons and relying on flashy dodges, going up against the tyrant. And the tyrant has this frightening speed, 4 massive arms, and skin so unbelievably thick that the soldier's sword just slides right off it. It's completely useless. The soldier is miraculously staying alive by dodging just half a second away from being totally eviscerated. But every single second he manages to survive buys Sunny the exact precious time he needs.
So while the soldier is fighting for his life, Sunny is scrambling. He's frantically searching the blood-stained, viscera-covered stone platform, tracing a line from the wagon straight into the awful mess of bodies. And then, right amidst all the absolute carnage, he finds it. The torn end of this heavy iron chain that's directly attached to that massive wagon. Okay, so he's got his anchor. Now he just needs to build his trap.
This is where Sunny's dark, incredibly quick thinking really shines through. He spots a terribly disfigured dead slave who is still locked in shackles. Sunny drops straight to his knees, unlocks the bloody shackles, shakes the corpse right out of them, and then quickly relocks them around the heavy iron chain itself. With just a few precise, rapid movements, he crafts a makeshift slipknot, a deadly iron loop. And now the whole thing comes down to sheer resolve, insane hand-eye coordination, and honestly, a massive amount of luck.
Okay, the trap is set.
Sonny turns back to Benny and Frazier, who are waiting by the wagon, and he just screams the signal, "Now!" He stands up tall, gripping a huge length of this heavy iron chain loop, and turns to directly face this towering tyrant. We are right at the absolute climax of this insane plan. Out of the corner of his eye, the young soldier sees the chain. He immediately connects the dots to the wagon, and he completely doubles his efforts to keep the monster's attention focused squarely on him and away from Sonny.
It's one of those moments where time just seems to completely slow down. Sonny focuses entirely on the weight of the iron in his hands, perfectly measuring the distance to the beast. He gathers up absolutely every single ounce of strength left in his beaten, exhausted body. He spins and he throws the chain high up into the air. Like a fisherman casting his net, the iron loop opens wide as it flies toward the fight. The plan is to aim for the ground right near the monster's foot, hoping to snare its ankle the very second it steps inside the trap.
But then, something completely unexpected happens. At the very last possible fraction of a second, the Mountain King flinches backward to dodge a strike from the soldier. So instead of falling to the floor and catching its ankle, the heavy chain loop lands perfectly, absolutely squarely around the monster's neck. A split second later, it tightens like this massive iron noose. Sonny just freezes. He is absolutely shocked by his own insane luck, literally holding back a scream of triumph in his head.
But naturally, that brief, amazing moment of victory is instantly shattered. Sonny quickly looks back toward the cliff to check on the cart, and his blood just runs ice cold. Benny and Frazier had done their part. They successfully remove the wooden wedges, and the wagon is rolling, but it's rolling way, way too slowly. The entire plan hinged on this heavy wagon quickly plummeting off the cliff to drag the monster down with it. But without enough starting momentum, the wagon is just sort of lazily creeping toward the edge.
Absolute total panic sets in. Sonny instantly abandons his spot and sprints toward the wagon, cursing loudly in his mind. He throws his terribly beaten, completely exhausted body against the damp wood right alongside Benny and Frazier, and he's pushing with absolutely everything he has left in the tank. He's actually screaming out loud, "Roll! Roll, you cranky piece of shit!" just desperately trying to force this massive cart over the edge before the monster realizes what's happening.
Which brings us to the most stressful question ever. Will the momentum actually be enough to pull the Mountain King into the abyss? The wagon does speed up just a little bit, but the monstrous creature is already reacting to that sudden, heavy weight pressing down on its neck. Seeing this, the young heroic knight actually throws his own body, literally crashing into the tyrant's leg, trying to throw it off balance just to buy the guys a few more precious seconds.
But a massive ripple of dread crosses Sonny's body as he looks back one last time, because the tyrant has finally managed to get a hold of the chain tied around its neck. It's grabbing those iron links with its massive, terrifying hands, trying to rip itself free. And we are left right there, hanging on the edge of the cliff, both literally and figuratively. If you like the story, please like and share it, and subscribe to the channel to watch future episodes. Thanks for watching.